So, so before we start, right? Do not mind my hair, but this is the video that I've been trying to tell you that Miguel is lying across the Spider-Verse theory. Because let me just let him actually do the explanation and let me just react to it, you know?
Hello all, and welcome to a two-part theory series.
This is the video that I've been trying to tell you.
Movie Across the Spider-Verse. This movie is a... This is a doozy. It seemed so simple on the outside. This series will go into Miguel, Miles, and even Obi.
Obi looks like a cool dude, I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Man 2099 is a very mysterious and complicated character with quite a few problems.
Very true.
This Dark Garfield made Miles question
what's going on?
if he was truly a Spider-Man due to his strange actions. Ask ourselves if Miguel is actually a Spider-Man.
I mean, if y'all seen his teeth as well, he's not like a human being anymore. He's like an actual spider.
These characters acknowledge their differences to the other spider people.
Okay.
Miguel, on the other hand, acts as if he's a normal Spider-Man, but he is clearly not.
There you
the
go.
normal Spider-Man story revolves around a radioactive spider bite that leads to the person obtaining spider-like powers. These powers include a spider sense, the ability to stick to surfaces, shooting webs, and super strength and agility.
4 and
Miguel's
5.
situation is quite a bit different. We can see that Miguel can't actually stick to surfaces.
Oh.
He needs to use his claws and arm blades.
I'd never. Wow, I'm so.
When he
I'm so dumb.
He could only catch himself by digging his blade into the train. Right
Wow.
off the bat, Miguel isn't doing very well in the Spider-Man checklist. The next bullet point is the ability to shoot webs.
I didn't know that small detail though. I've seen it so many times, but I didn't know, like, wow. That's a good point.
Use a synthetic web shooter. His web shooters are synthetic, but not like normal synthetic webs.
Oh.
In fact, nothing about his web shooting is normal. Whenever
So it's like a beam, like, you know those laser beams from Dark Side of Superman? I think like that.
Balls his hand into a fist to make the web shoot from the top of his wrist. It feels sacrilegious for Spider-Man to do such a thing. So far, Miguel is 0 for 2.
And if y'all seen the video that I posted as well, or, you know, in a short form.
Is a spider person's ability to sense danger, other spider people, and their environment around them. We never see Miguel actually use spidey senses, but that doesn't automatically mean that he doesn't have them. A supporting example that helps reinforce the idea that Miguel may not have a spidey sense is the Miles chase sequence. In this sequence, when Miles and Miguel are jumping over cars, we see a person point Miguel in Miles' direction. This doesn't automatically mean that Miguel is without spidey senses, but one would think that if he could just sense Miles, he would already be back on his tail. We won't say that this is a complete miss from Miguel, but we won't say that he absolutely has spidey senses.
He's more likely as a weird Spider-Man, even though he's not normal.
0.5 for 3, which is still not very good. There's only one final Spider-Man point left, and that's the spider bite. For Miguel, we have to do a little bit of deep diving as we don't see his origin in this movie. Luckily for us, there are plenty of Spider-Man 2099 comics to peruse through. According to these comics, Miguel was never bit by a spider. Instead, he was sabotaged. While Miguel was remapping his corrupted DNA with his original DNA, a coworker of his attempted to kill Miguel by impairing the DNA. Miguel had survived, but now his DNA was spliced with the genes of a spider, which seems to parallel Miguel injecting himself in the movies. While it gave him the normal Spider-Man superhuman strength and agility, it also gave him some other unnatural modifications. He gained talons and fangs, as we saw in the movie.
I seen that part.
But a difference is that in the comics, his webbing is organic. This seems to deviate from the two media. They both shoot from the forearm, which again feels weird to see, but in the comics, his webbing is organic, while in the movie, it is very clearly not. I feel we may owe Miguel a slight apology. It seems as if I must give him back the point for the web shooters as it is comic accurate, but don't get too excited now. Still not giving the point for spider bite. While
I mean,
are
he's
still
not a normal
spider
spider
people that
though,
haven't
which
been
I already
bitten
said
such as
this.
Pav, he still hits all the other Spider-Man qualities, which would mean he is definitely a normal Spider-Man. Miguel, however, is 1.5 for 4 in his Spider-Man mannerisms.
But I never noticed that he
Even though
cannot
he
stick
acts
to
like
walls.
he's a normal Spider-Man, he is clearly not. While
And no, I'm not talking about the game-wise, or I'm not talking about, and I'm not talking. Yeah, I keep messing up. I'm not talking about gaming-wise. I'm not talking about comic-wise. I'm talking about the movie.
Exactly why canon events are so important.
Okay, this is the part, y'all.
Miles exactly what happens if these events are broken through a presentation about an alternate universe, one where he replaced a dead version of himself, but it destroyed that entire universe. Our big question here is, what specifically happened to this universe? To answer this question, we have to compare the animation of this universe's destruction with Pav's.
Okay.
For one, both of them have the glitching effect.
Yep.
In Pav's universe, it was just on buildings, but in Miguel's alternate universe, it was destroying everyone.
Okay.
There is a very big difference.
But
however.
what happened though?
In Pav's universe, all the glitched effects are contained within the spot that opened in the ground.
Remember that.
Even Miles
Yep.
mentioned that this hole was Spot's doing. So
Whoa.
we know that the glitches are only contained to Spot's influence, not Miles's. The Captain is fine. It's just the area around Spot's, well, spot. With this information, we know that this glitching can't just be a broken canon event, but something much more. Luckily for us, we have seen this animation multiple times before.
Yep.
Once in this same movie, and again in Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
In Across the Spider-Verse, we can see this glitch effect happen when the alternate universe Vulture escapes through the ceiling. Another time we can see this effect is during the Super Collider sequences. We can see this effect happen to buildings here during the final fight of Into the Spider-Verse, and this car as well. These glitches happen
Yeah,
when universes
I remember that.
collide and merge together. This isn't just
By the
effect
way,
that
I am
happens
gonna
when
react to the
there's an
full,
anomaly. Alphabex has a super
well, I'm talking about the
collider
same
in multiple
animation, but the
different
first movie.
universes, so these glitches wouldn't be a result of the
I'm gonna see
super
that
collider
part.
being
I
a
haven't seen that part
canon.
yet.
Instead, this
But I'm
effect
gonna get to
happens
that part
when
in the movie.
universes merge. If these glitches aren't universal merging, but instead we're supposed to fix the canon and remove the anomalies, which may be an explanation for why the alternate spider people glitch, then Pat's universe should only be glitching the captain and not the building.
But why
To
though?
take this a step further, Miguel's alternate universe should only glitch Miguel and the other spider
There we go, that's your answer.
instead of everything else.
Yep.
Clearly, these glitches aren't meant to fix the universe,
That's
but
another
still
thing.
connect with multiversal merging. If that's correct, then it makes sense why this effect happens with the spot in Pav's universe,
Yep.
as his spots are interdimensional. So if that were the case, this means that whatever happened in Miguel's alternate universe was an interdimensional merge.
There we go. That's your answer, y'all.
For people that were in this universe, it would make sense that there would be a multiversal merge here. No, I mean, if Miguel alone could break everything, imagine what damage all of these spider people did. During
That's
the
your answer, y'all.
trailers, Miguel says that Miles killed his universe's Spider-Man by also getting bit. He says this as if two Spider-Men are not allowed to be in the same universe.
There we go.
This is where some cracks start to form. If all these Spider-Men caused this immense damage to the universe,
There we
the
go.
same thing would be happening in Earth 928. But wait, in Earth 928, they are all wearing the watches that prevent glitching, so this probably also prevents the multiversal merge. Now, hold on a second. In Miguel's presentation, these spider people are also wearing the watches. So clearly, that can't be what protects them. Well, okay, maybe it's exactly what Miguel said happened. That because he replaced his dead self, everything broke.
There we go.
If someone dies, they are supposed to be dead. If they come back or get replaced, it would be too big of an anomaly. But hold on. Isn't this what happened in Earth 1610? In Miles' universe, Peter Parker died, but then Peter B. Parker showed up and replaced him. This should break the universe, correct?
Mm.
But somehow it's still fine. Clearly, what
I
happened
think-
in the presentation was not simply a broken canon, as all of these example scenarios that were given should have also ended with the same fate. So if what happens to that universe is not a broken canon, does that mean, is Miguel lying about canon events? Let's start with the same idea we mentioned previously. If Miguel is saying that replacing a dead self is breaking a canon, how come Peter B. Parker never broke any canon events? If we want to take this a step further, we can look at Universe 42.
Oh.
Our Miles is supposed to be an anomaly. How come the two Miles Morales in Earth 42 interacting are not breaking any rules?
Yep.
In Miguel's explanation of canon events, he
I
makes
seen that
them
part.
out as things that are absolutely supposed to happen. He mentions the severity of how if these events are broken, it could lead to the destruction of the multiverse. With that said, this should mean that each canon event is the same. Miguel mentions that Spider-Man has to lose a captain who is close to him while they are saving a child. If these events are this specific, how come Spider People can have anybody take the place of Uncle Ben?
Exactly, it makes
Uncle
sense.
Ben dies, but for some people, it's their aunt, uncle,
Uh-huh.
or even their best friend.
That happened
How
with
could
Gwen.
these canon events be so specific?
And then
yet
plus, that's
so
the
lenient
very
at
first
the
beginning
same
of the
time?
movie as well. With like it starts with
Inconsistency
Gwen.
is frightening. When Miguel is discussing the captain event with Miles, he uses a numbering system for it. He calls this event ASM-90. If these events have numbers and names, that means they should happen in a specific order, correct? In many Spider-Man films and media, the ordering goes Uncle Ben's death and then the captain. However, there is at least one media that breaks this ordering. In Across the Spider-Verse, we see Donald Glover's version of Aaron Davis, which was portrayed in Spider-Man Homecoming. We also hear Miguel refer to Doctor Strange and Earth 1999-99, which, according to the official handbook of the Marvel Universe from 2008, is the exact universe that the MCU takes place in.
Wow.
With this cameo and Miguel's mention of this universe, we know that the MCU can be taken into account when analyzing Across the Spider-Verse. In the MCU, Tony Stark not only worked closely with the military, but eventually became a part of it. In Captain America Civil War, the Sokovia Accords were passed, which means that the Avengers would be monitored and regulated by the United Nations. From this movie until Infinity War, Iron Man was the leader and captain of the Avengers. This classifies Iron Man as a captain. With this description,
Wow.
more cracks begin to emerge. Tony Stark died.
There we go.
on
It
Earth
makes
10.
sense.
The MCU Spider-Man's captain died first.
Yep.
If these events are numbered to be in a
Specific order.
this should be a broken canon.
There
but
we
it's
go.
Not. Sticking with the MCU, Miguel mentions that Doctor Strange and Spider-Man tear holes in the multiverse, but it's more than that. In Spider-Man No Way Home, they didn't just open the multiverse, but they began to merge their universe with countless others. In the TV show Loki, he who
Oh yeah, that one was like crazy as well. I haven't watched the show, but I watched clips.
Versions of itself. This should be an irrecoverable event and multiversal merge, as we saw in Miguel's presentation, but somehow they are completely fine. Finally, getting away from the MCU,
That's true.
Let's go back to Earth 42. In this universe, there was never a Spider-Man, even though there was supposed to be. The Spider was supposed
I
to
always
fight
thought
Spider-Man
that
of
from
Earth
the new
42,
Miles movie
but
that,
instead was
you know, one of the, like probably in the middle or towards a little bit in the beginning, that Miles was with the other Miles.
We can see the spider bite as a
But I was
main
completely
canon
wrong. I
event.
didn't
This
expect.
should
I'm not even gonna say it,
arguably
y'all.
be
For those
the
that didn't watch the
most
movie.
important canon event,
But
yet
wow.
when we see Earth 42, it's still intact.
Yep.
Everything is on fire, but the Earth is still there with everyone in it.
Yep.
If we are to believe everything that Miguel said about canon events, then Earth 42, Earth 1999,
that's 2.
Earth 16,
That's 3.
and Earth 9,
And that's 4.
should all be destroyed.
Exactly.
But somehow they are not. Everything is still intact, and none of these universes have been destroyed. Miguel is the biggest liar in this series.
There we go, y'all.
He's not a normal Spider-Man. What happened to his alternate universe was not a cause of him just existing, but was a multiversal merge. And
That's your
canon
answer.
events can't be contained and monitored. If there was such a thing as these canon events, they should all be the exact same, but they are very clearly not. Breaking these canon events has yet to show any consequences. Pav's universe,
but that's crazy though.
Spots. The MCU still exists, and both Earth 1610 and Earth 42 are intact. Something is very wrong here. Sadly, this is where we're going to have to leave this episode. In the next episode, we will discuss everything surrounding Miles and his anomalous nature, how Obi has much more to him than he seems, and we will finally finish with...
I can't wait. I don't know when he's dropping. I think he already did, but if he did, then we're gonna get right into it as well.
Make sure to leave a like, and if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe. There will be more Spider-Verse videos.
Yep, but anyways, y'all like, share, subscribe. You know what to do, man. Yes, I'm gonna get right into the reaction if he dropped the video, but if he didn't, then it's cool. Then I'll start working on the other projects that I have as well. But anyways, y'all, not only that though, I told y'all, yes, Miguel is lying. Now, as I seen in the movie, I feel like, I'm not saying he has hatred against Miles. I wouldn't say he hates Miles that bad, but I feel like I wouldn't say that he's a superhero. You know what I mean? Like, he's more as a villain, and he has control over all these Spider-Mans that are in there. So if y'all actually seen what was going on during the Miles just running, like, escaping from everybody, like everybody's against Miles or whatever's, they're basically considering Miles as a criminal, which he's not a criminal. But I would say that, wow, it gets deeper and deeper, but I would say that I feel like, I don't know what's Miguel's plan. I don't know if he's trying to take out Miles, because like it seemed that he's trying to take him out, because as in the movie, he's basically saying that he's a mistake, that he wasn't meant to be Spider-Man, right? But not only that, there's a lot of details that I wouldn't say, and not because I don't know how to explain it, but it gets deeper and deeper and deeper, because now y'all are finding out, including me, that Miguel in this movie, he's not a normal Spider-Man, which again, he's not. Basically, he's not human. He's not a human being. He has teeth or whatever as a spider. You know, if y'all seen that scene that he was about to bite somebody off, which is crazy to me. Yeah, a bunch of things are happening. I'm not gonna keep talking too much, but anyways, y'all like, share, subscribe. You know what to do, man. And again, take care. If I said it already, or if not, take care. And God bless you. Take care. One more time, and y'all already know. Next reaction.